eyeing up a possible Europa League place themselves. One of the fascinating pieces in this final day jigsaw. It's basically win and hope for Leicester, likewise for Spurs for their Europa League hopes. Time to hear from both managers then ahead of kick-off. Brendan Rodgers and Ryan Mason have been speaking.
Can we just talk about the starting lineup, please? Because Winks, why is he on the pitch? Why are Ndombele and Celso not even in the squad? I just don't get it.
There is a motivation today for Harry Kane in the form of a golden boot. You know how important he is to this side. How much is that deserved if he manages to get it?
Yes, I hope so. I really hope so. I hope he scores goals, wins the golden boot, but most importantly, helps us get 3 points. Harry's focused, all our players are focused, so like I say, we know the importance of this match.
The questions that come thick and fast, as you'd expect as the manager of Spurs at the moment, around his future, but he's an ultimate professional. How much has it affected him, if at all?
No, I haven't noticed anything. He's been out on the training pitch every day. I think Harry's proven over a long time now he's a very professional player, and he remains to turn up to training and turn up to games as well, so hopefully he can help us today.
We're really excited about it today. It's last game of what has been a long season, a long 2 seasons really. It's like 2 seasons rolled into one. So, but no, the players have been brilliant. We've fought in every single game, and we're in with a fighting chance to arrive in the top 4. So everything to play for.
What would that mean to the club if you managed to do that today, Brendan?
Yeah, it would be everything. Obviously, the club have, once in the history been in that competition. We've said to the players, listen, whatever happens today, you've had a brilliant season. I would rather 2 seasons than what we have fighting and challenging than 10 seasons in mid-table not doing anything. So yeah, but we'll give it all and then see where we end up.
So a Premier League day of European destiny. By the time we're finished today, 7 clubs will have found out which competition they're playing in next season, if at all. 2 of them meet here in the King Power. Leicester against Spurs comes next.
You'll never stop this flame. I will never let you go.
At Bet365, always innovating, creating. It's this constant pursuit of perfection that brought you in-play betting, live streaming, bet builder, match live. It's the reason we're the world's favourite online betting company. Please gamble responsibly.
What?
Why?
Hi, Billy.
We take a knee. I take the knee to raise awareness.
To educate in the fight against racism.
In the fight against racial injustice.
Hello,
In the
again.
fight against inequality. This is not political. This is not violent. It's a peaceful act. It's a powerful act.
It's a personal choice to show my support.
For an equal society.
Okay,
To fight against all forms of discrimination.
Who did you want?
The players' own words on why they
Hello,
take the lead.
for the 3rd time.
Project that has been led by Tyrone Mings.
What's up, Maggie?
So welcome then to a final day that has so much on it in terms of European qualification, in terms of saying goodbyes that we know about, and a few that we think we probably do. Leicester know what they need, whether they get it or not. They'll still be able to reflect on a historic season.
We're about to
Spurs,
kick off.
well, not also
and I'm not
much.
looking
They
forward to
don't
this
know who
game
their next
whatsoever.
manager is. They don't even know what the future holds for that man, their talismanic striker.
Seriously.
Leicester looking for a final day win then to keep them in the mix. Easier said than done. They haven't seen out a season with victory since the end of the 2015 season, the one before they were champions. That day they hammered Queen's Park Rangers here by 5 goals to 1. Well, Brendan Rodgers, understandably, has been accentuating the positive in the build-up to this one, and his lineup largely reflects that. Kasper Schmeichel bringing the curtain down on yet another Premier League season in which he's played every game. That's the third in a row. Still no Johnny Evans, so this is the same three that started at Stamford Bridge on Tuesday. Kalidou Soyuncu on his 25th birthday. A 100th Leicester start for the scorer of the Wembley winner, Yuri Tielemans. He's Leicester's fans and players' player of the year. James Maddison has struggled to sparkle since his return from injury, but he does get the nod ahead of Jose Perez. And after scoring off the bench at the Bridge, Kelechi Iheanacho back in the starting lineup here alongside Jamie Vardy. Fellow title winners Wes Morgan and Christian Fuchs both named among the substitutes for what is their final match at the club. A final game of a temporary but tempestuous time in charge for Ryan Mason. He makes 2 changes from the side beaten by Villa in the week. Hugo Lloris moving to within one of Darren Anderton's Spurs Premier League appearance record. The changes cover the back, one in force. Japhet Tanganga's injury sees a first start for Matt Doherty since the North London derby in March. Eric Dyer left out. Davinson Sanchez is handed his first action since Jose Mourinho left. Back-to-back starts for Harry Winks alongside the ever-present Højbjerg. Dele Alli actually scored his first ever Premier League goal on this ground. He starts again, a 5th game in a row. In an unavoidable sense that this may be the final appearance for Harry Kane in a Spurs shirt. Either way, he lines up here gunning for the golden boot. It turns against his favourite opponent. 2 teams on the Spurs bench. 17-year-old midfielder Niall John and 17-year-old striker Dane Scarlett. Kelechi Iheanacho, the one change for Leicester. No surprise, Alan, to see him back in today.
No, he's carried the fight in the absence of Vardy's goals, and he's carried it brilliantly with his movements and his link-ups with Vardy, but most of all, with those finishes. They had missed him at Chelsea.
What?
They had to move
Downstairs?
him on for the last half an hour.
Downstairs.
They've just been hoping for a few chances out here, but the finishes have been too
What?
sharp.
Why are you leaving that playing?
We'll see Harry Kane in a Spurs shirt. Could be an interesting summer, but as
You
it
get
is, I
copyrighted.
think his focus will be okay. He's as single-minded as they come, and of course that small matter of a golden boot to go for means a lot to any striker. That.
Well, what to expect? Fans back in, must win. I think we probably know what we are going to get from Brendan Rodgers' Leicester side today. The 23rd, one of just 12 days since the season kicked off last September. The Leicester
Did you find Mum?
outside the top
Yeah, she's on my bed.
Didn't you see?
No.
Right. Bye. Love you.
For the Foxes. All they can do is win and hope.
Yeah.
I thought that was Mum because it looked like Mum
Very
because
difficult season.
Are you? How do I look like Mum?
she has a ponytail as well.
Okay. So we kicked off.
It's a sprint finish at the end of this endurance event of a season. Leicester
I'm too nervous
have it
for
all in
this.
their hands all season, really. On this day of days, this day of European destiny, it's in the hands largely of others. We'll keep you across events at Villa Park and at Anfield and at all those grounds that have a bearing on the Europa League or Europa Conference League places. This, you sense, is going to be an afternoon with plenty of twists and turns.
I think so. You could argue there's more motivation out there for Leicester players with a Champions League carrot dangling in front rather than a 6th or 7th finish. But the Spurs, for Leicester, they'll all want to finish on the high. Looks like actually Leicester playing with a back four.
So So do
rather
we.
than that 3/5,
I
which
mean,
they
I'm
have
not
done so often.
expecting much.
All Brighton on the right midfield.
Starting out on the left here. Foxes hunting attacks early on, and all Brighton pressing it forward. Ahead of Reguilon, who had that turbulent evening, didn't he, against Aston Villa in what turned out to be a bruising night, really, for Tottenham.
Don't div on the ball.
Dele Alli.
Go on, Dele.
Tielemans. Winks.
Yeah, Madison out on the left-hand side here. Little bit of a change of role for
Come
him
on.
rather than in the hole.
There's Son.
Just running behind Castagna. The
Sonny.
flag has stayed down
For
here.
now.
Harry Kane, the centre. Reguilon in support.
Come on, Reggie.
Dele Alli at the far
Right, there's
post.
Sonny.
Here's Son.
The shot was deflected to the goalkeeper.
Belgian international defender.
Yeah, I mentioned Madison. He has struggled to find his top form, but boy, do they need him today. And he might just help. He's out on that left-hand side. He could just drift in and perhaps find space a little easier.
Come on.
Here's Reguilon. Who, notwithstanding the awkward evening he had against Aston Villa, has largely been quite a bright spot for Tottenham this season since he was brought in from Real Madrid. Bergwijn.
Oh, Bergwijn.
His goal, which looked to have given Tottenham a wonderful start, ended up being a consolation in the week. Not that he'll be keen to make an
Come on.
impression.
Oh, you
Dele
nearly
Alli
got
close
that
to
in.
sliding it through to Harry Kane. Iheanacho's touch deserted it.
It's got a nice pace about it this match, which bodes well.
Been a good few minutes so far. Welcome back, Billy.
Pushing by Castagna. Tielemans has been one of the few constants, hasn't he, really, for this Leicester City side.
Dele winning the ball back.
So many players have spent time on the
It's been a bit
treatment table.
feisty.
He has been able to play 50 games. This is game number 51 of the season for him in all competitions, and he'll be off to the Euros with Belgium as well.
Yeah, in the Leicester history books with a FA Cup final winner.
There was an FA Cup final classic, wasn't it? Providing a moment that this club will never forget. And whatever happens today, whatever the sense of disappointment, the dust does settle. There will always be another historic season in the annals of Leicester City.
Come on.
Has been gifted to Winks.
Right, come on. Bergwijn. Sonny.
Dele Alli. Fofana. Mature defending from
What's so funny?
shone brightly for Leicester City this season.
Yeah, so untrue with a slack ball.
Should have made better of that.
I'm not sure who he's trying to pick out. I think it was Ndidi, but he was way off. The two having a little chat after this.
Well, it's bold, isn't it, this shape from Brendan Rodgers? Largely because of the form of Iheanacho. When Jamie Vardy came back, they played with a two and continued playing with a back three to facilitate that front two.
Come on.
Yeah, no doubt.
I don't know what that was.
Haven't been up that in lately.
Right.
This is where Vardy wants it, bang on the shoulder of Davinson Sanchez, who hasn't seen a lot of action for
Right,
Tottenham
block it,
recently.
man. Head it out.
It's angled in, looking for Thomas. Still that wonderful
Right, come
goal
on,
at Old
Bergwijn.
Trafford in Leicester's win up there recently.
Go on, Bergwijn.
Here comes Bergwijn.
Oh, we've run too much with
Turkish
it.
ball that is Soyuncu wants the Dutchman in his tracks.
Yeah, he struggled a few weeks back in that defeat to Newcastle. Before that, there was the West Ham
You know
game
Bergwijn's
with
going to run at people.
Madison, Perez, Chowdhury, controversy raging around. These are games that
Oh,
have left their challenge so much more
that's a bit
difficult.
of a misplaced pass.
Here is Fofana. So comfortable on the ball, stroking it to Albrighton. Now Tielemans, plenty of blue in the box.
I'm trying to win the ball back. Come on.
One thing Leicester need to ensure here is that if results elsewhere do go their way, they're in a position to capitalise on that. They've got to take care of their own business and they've got to find a way to do that. They don't need to go harum-scarum, they don't need to go gung-ho, but they, I'm sure, will be inspired with the way that Chelsea took the fight to them in front of their own fans in the week.
Right, don't.
Here's Madison trying to thread it through. Tielemans had made the run into the box.
Yeah, that was an example just coming in from the left. Madison being able to find a little bit of space.
That's a
Well,
really
how's
good
that?
ball by Soyuncu into Madison. Flag stays down. And he looks up. One
That's
behind
corner.
for Leicester City corner.
Big Bergwijn's on his side, Madison's, and the chances are that the Dutchman won't tuck in to pick him up.
If you're looking at those Leicester City players and thinking there's something a little unfamiliar about them, they're wearing their new kit for next season, which is a different sponsor. A different design as well.
Available in the club shop now, I'm sure.
Soyuncu's in acres of space. Didn't get the power on
Why?
the though.
Why would you just let him header that?
Yeah,
There's
one or two
literally no
questions within
defending.
that, Spurs team. How he was
Why is
able
it so
just to clear
free?
off from the penalty area.
Well, where's Sonny?
Thomas able to get
Well,
back to Son and Spurs look to counter.
we didn't really get to see it, but come on.
Well, we've seen it happen throughout the last week. You were at Stamford Bridge on Tuesday night. It's a completely different game with fans in the ground.
Yeah, I mean, they did look shattered emotionally and physically, Leicester, that night. And Chelsea were absolutely in inspired mood.
Come
But
on.
it does make a huge difference. There's no question.
Saw it in the
Get the ball
playoffs
back.
yesterday, an extraordinary game at Brentford's Community Stadium that saw them book their place in the playoff final to try and get into the Premier League. It's the Champions League that's on the mind of Leicester City, the Europa League on the mind of Spurs. A reminder that they need to hope that West Ham lose at home to Southampton, and they need to win here, and then they'd be able to capitalise on that as it stands. And as they kicked off
Yeah, that's an
the
if.
new Europa Conference League that Tottenham will be involved in. They'll be starting off next season on the road to Tbilisi.
Yeah, that's kind of slipped under the radar, hasn't it? I think a lot of people in this country will not know what it's all about.
Come on, man. Where's your defending?
Glanced by Kane, but only as far as Fofana.
When the? Come on.
Beattie doing
How has he won that ball back?
and two, and find Iheanacho. Now Madison.
I thought it was going to go in.
Yeah, they're getting a taste of it, aren't they, Leicester? Pushing back Tottenham here. Just a nice tempo to the game.
Remember Madison scoring a goal against Tottenham from a not dissimilar position here a couple of seasons ago. Reward for that effort. It's this corner. Part of the
Another
ground
Leicester
that would
corner.
usually be occupied by the away fans. It's pleased to have home fans back in today. 8,000 of them cheering on Tielemans, who goes low, finds Madison.
There's a foul in there.
Anthony Taylor spotting a shove in there.
I think there was a block in there. I think it was indeed blocking Winks, who was marking Madison. No sorry, unsure, beg your pardon. That's
I
what
don't really need to do that, man.
they've worked on, but sometimes you get away with it, other times not. We have spotted it.
Well, there's no sense of Leicester feeling sorry for themselves after their defeat at Stamford Bridge. They'll certainly be feeling better about themselves than Spurs. The Spurs, of course, remember who ran them closest, and they were closing in on the Premier League title.
What a time that
So
was.
looking in their rearview mirror now, we'll see Tottenham 7 points behind at 7th.
Come on, Delhi.
That's a lovely touch by Dele Alli. Shown good fitness levels, Dele Alli, since coming back into the team. Shown an appetite for the game too, wants to get on the ball.
Maybe too much of an appetite there.
He's keen.
Come on. Spurs fine? What are they booing at?
He's been a long time away, Dele Alli.
Good to see him back. I was there last weekend against Wolves. Showed some lovely touches.
Come on.
Sort of touches that Spurs fans got used to when he was in his prime. At the age he is, I'm sure there'll be more to come. Vardy went a little dangerously into that one.
What's he
leaping high,
doing?
Højbjerg involved.
Yeah, we're not talking about Jamie Vardy too much of late because he hasn't been in amongst the goals. That's just his eagerness to try and nick it forward, but
Come on.
an unusually quiet spell from Vardy over these last few months.
Oh, Reggie. What are you doing, man? Get the ball. Oh my god. Regulon. Seriously. You got lucky there.
Doherty. Bergwijn.
Come on, Bergwijn. Oh, too close to the goalkeeper.
Action actually was kindly for Kasper Schmeichel.
Yeah, Dele Alli making one of those runs from outside the box that he used to do so often.
What's the score up there?
Premier League goal of the afternoon has
Okay.
gone in. It hasn't taken the champions long to find the back of the net. Kevin De Bruyne warming up for the European Championships and giving City the lead against Everton to think European hopes any good. That's what it means as far as the table is concerned. No goals in any of the other games.
Oh, don't let him in.
Here's Vardy at full pace going to ground. Anthony Taylor's not going to give anything for that.
Interesting. Well, the old pace showed its face here, didn't it?
The old pace.
Outstripped Sanchez to get himself into the box.
Well, Sanchez is not exactly,
It's
well,
going to be interesting what they do with this.
fast, but
Well, I
not
think
like.
that we may not have heard the last of this one. Peter Banks is the VAR. They'll be having a look at that. It was definitely
Why keep getting the ball
together.
back?
Toby Alderweireld stuck out a leg. Nothing doing yet. Here is Vardy in
No,
space.
heads
on
it
target.
over.
And he's still berating Anthony Taylor, asking why there is no penalty decision.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a
Let's have a look at this again.
error from the ref, but I think he might have made one
For
here.
me,
the ref, Anthony Taylor.
I don't think so.
It's got to be a foul. I think it's got to be a penalty.
Is it a penalty?
Well, Peter Banks is the VAR. He has recommended an on-field review. We know
He's
what
probably
this
going to give it
usually
now.
means.
Yeah, I don't think you'll have to look at this too many times at all.
He's probably going to give it.
Seems pretty obvious to me. You might argue that Jamie Vardy saw the outstretched leg, but I think that's a foul.
I think there's just a movement, isn't there? A pausing from Toby Alderweireld.
He's giving it penalty to Leicester.
That is why the penalty has been given. And that
That's
is why
great, isn't it?
cheers ring round the King Power Stadium.
Yeah, I think it is cute for Vardy, but having seen that
Bit unlucky though.
replay, I think you've got to give it. Once you dangle your leg in that fashion, you're always asking the question.
I mean, for me,
Well, that's the 11th penalty that Leicester have been awarded this season. Jamie Vardy is usually the man to step up. He has missed one, but he doesn't miss often.
Quite windy out there today, or maybe just blowing up the spot.
Vardy takes
he
it,
scores.
away.
Vardy scores it. So it's 1-0 to Leicester. Great.
Into raptures. That's the sound they haven't heard here for 14 months. The Foxes
What are you doing?
fans cheering a Leicester goal.
It's a penalty to Leicester. Yeah, Vardy.
And he's finished it clinically in the way
Alderweireld.
so many times.
Alderweireld go with the penalty.
We hope this sets Leicester on their
It's
way.
borderline.
I've seen Leicester quite a lot lately, and he hasn't had too many opportunities to outstrip
To me,
his defender, which
I
he
don't
did with
know.
Sanchez, and then he outwitted Alderweireld.
He literally didn't. I don't know. Well, it is what it is now, so it's just 1-0 to Leicester.
Well, we talk about Harry Kane
So it's
record of
lucky.
scoring against Leicester, which is quite phenomenal. Vardy's no slouch against Spurs. That's 6 in his last 7 against them. That will give the Premier League table a very handsome cue as it stands. It will take Leicester above Chelsea, who are still drawing at Aston Villa, and above Liverpool, who
Come
are
on,
being held
Tottenham.
at home by Crystal Palace.
To be fair though, Leicester haven't really been showing that much in the game, so they got lucky with that penalty. But I said in my preview, I wouldn't put it past us giving away a penalty, and I was right. Right, we need to get back into
Well, he
this.
looks right at it this afternoon, doesn't he?
Yeah, Leicester, Spurs have got it all on here.
Oh, don't let him. What are you doing?
Shoulder to shoulder, going down again.
Oh, why is he going down again?
Sanchez not fouling the Leicester City number 9.
I'm looking for it that time, I
He
guess.
loves an audience, he loves a crowd, and he is performing. He is certainly performing.
He's a big-time player, and this is a big occasion
Oh, what's wrong
for
with
his
him?
football club.
Who is that down?
Didn't see this incident. But with Johnny Evans out, it's the last thing they want, another central defender to have to go off.
That was that for Fana.
Well, he looks deeply distressed, doesn't he? Which would suggest that this is not going to be good news for the young French under-21 international who's due to be off for the finals of the European under-21 tournament with his country. We hope that even if he does have to exit stage left here, as it looks like he will have to do, it's not the end for his summer of action.
Yeah, looks like indeed he's going back into that defence. He's done it before. It's not ideal. It's a question of everybody backing each other up now. Yeah, an emotional time for him.
actually, because of all the injuries, they had to centre-halves at the start of the season. He spent many of the opening weeks playing at centre-half, so though he hasn't done it much recently, certainly had practice over the course of the season.
Tottenham have just got to settle down, compose themselves. That little breaking play that we hope
Oh, come on.
helps them a little bit to regain a bit of composure.
Bergwijn was tearing away, but Anthony Taylor's pulled it back for a foul on Højbjerg. Another goal at the Etihad. Gabriel Jesus has doubled the champions.
Man City are 2-0 up against Everton.
That's 2 inside the first 14 minutes there.
Kind of helps us out. Seriously. Come on.
Always suspected that the champions would be signing off in style with 10,000 in the Etihad and the trophy
Come on,
waiting in
Tottenham.
the wings to be presented. Good run this by Winks. He's found Son.
Come on, Sonny.
Harry Kane. Dele Alli.
Oh, who are you passing to?
Blocked there by Mendy.
Oh, come on.
Right into the tune of things. He's retrieved it here, the diminutive number 24.
Come on.
Another loose one.
Oh, what pass is that?
Iheanacho.
Seriously.
Up against Alderweireld. Showed too much
Yes,
to the Belgian
yes,
international.
Toby. Okay, seriously, he's got to stop doing that.
It's pretty frantic out there at the moment, isn't it?
It is. Leicester have had to make a few changes at the back, haven't they, lately? Mentioned Evans in shape and personnel, and they're up against one of the best strike forces around in Kane and Son.
Go on, Dele.
Winks. Juice sending off at pace.
It's Kane.
Shackle, the England captain.
Go on, Kane.
Kane keeping hold of the ball.
Come on.
despite, losing his footing. Eventually
Ready.
crowded out.
Right, put a cross in.
Reguilon.
Oh, I've got to get a corner out of it.
There for the Spurs attackers. We saw that just then when Ndidi pushed in and there was a gap down the left-hand channel for Harry Kane, which he was more than willing to fill.
Come on, Spurs.
Remember a goal who's
We're not
scored
playing
a
as badly
couple of
as I
seasons
thought we
ago
were
when he
going
was
to.
effectively on the ground and still able to clip it over Kasper Schmeichel.
But we've got to get a chance here.
There's a bat as he was twisting and turning and looking for gaps there. Son with the Spurs corner.
Go on, Sonny.
Vardy's got it away.
I'm Reguilon. That was
Soyuncu's header.
Sanchez. Right.
One other goal in the Premier League that doesn't immediately affect what these two are up to. It would see Leeds United move up to 9th though. Rodrigo has given them the lead. This is Sam
Come on.
Allardyce's last game in charge of West Bromwich Albion.
What a season Leeds have had. Magnificent.
Oh, Sonny. Come on, Sonny.
There'll be some atmosphere inside Ellen Road today. just as there is inside the King Power.
Just not linking up right at the
Crowds up and
moment.
down the land. Glorious taste of normality, but with diminished numbers. All right. Vardy penalty, by the way, has taken him on to 149 senior career goals. It's only his third in 27 games since Christmas. With just over an hour of football to play on the final day, that Vardy penalty has Leicester in the Champions League next season as it stands.
It's another Spurs throw.
There's a pretty important local situation in North London as far as Tottenham are
Oh,
concerned.
Reguilon, what have you done?
Reguilon, straight to Iheanacho. The flag's gone up. Did come off a hand, which is a let-off.
Yeah, I think the assistant told Anthony Taylor.
So lucky there.
Harry Winks playing it backwards.
We need to beat the press. Come on.
Reguilon,
Come on, Reguilon.
Dele Alli,
Oh, that ball wasn't...
Luke Thomas. Close the gates as Bergwijn advanced.
Come on.
Yeah, did well, Thomas, didn't he? Had to turn around. He looked in an awkward position for a second there, but the youngster did ever so well. It was a good early ball by Dele Alli.
Yeah, just going back to the local dispute in North London as it stands at the moment. Tottenham and Arsenal would both finish on 59 points, but Spurs would finish above Arsenal on goal difference.
Well, that's great, isn't it?
There is the lie of the land with just about an hour to play.
Come on.
Dele Alli, Harry Winks. Actually back-to-back starts for Harry
Come
Winks
on,
for the
Dele.
first time since Ryan Mason took over from Jose Mourinho. Goodness me, has there ever been a more
Right, come on.
tempestuous time for an interim manager than that which Ryan Mason's had? Harry Kane.
Oh,
Son,
Bergwijn.
to Bergwijn.
Come on.
Thomas trying to get back at him and doing a decent job.
Oh.
Just staying the right side of the law. And in fact, I think he's drawn the foul from the Dutchman.
Yeah, because he was caught the wrong side here. Who's pulling who? The arms are linked, which suits Thomas actually. Just slow down his man.
Have they? Oh, for goodness sake.
Tillemans. Nice pace on that pass to Iheanacho. Now Madison. Thomas on the front foot here. Back to Madison. Tillemans.
Oh, come on, Spurs.
Doherty. Kane's kept him
Come on, Kane.
Ali and Son both wait in the middle.
Come on.
Højbjerg's come forward as well.
Oh. Too close to the goalie.
I think maybe he'd seen Son at the far post there, trying to lift it a little more than he did.
He spent the first few days of his time in touch talking about the departure of Mourinho and the Super League. Then there was a small matter of a cup final in his first week in charge as well. And
That was a bit of a weird clearance from Sanchez.
Not to mention a football team that has seen their
Who?
season not exactly
Who scored it?
but certainly
Oh, for now.
top four have evaporated. They'll have known all about the strength and feeling of the Tottenham fans from the 10,000 that were in the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium for that defeat against Aston Villa in the week. Big contrast to the weekend he had just over a week ago at Wembley. There were wonderful scenes, weren't there, as he
Was
was
that another free
invited
kick?
onto the pitch, was dragged onto the pitch.
You could have conversations sitting there. Two
Fantastic
chairmen.
scene to see that bond
Score update.
between
Oh,
those
that's
there on
West
the
Ham.
pitch and
Yep, I know about that one.
West Ham need a point to be sure of Europa League football next season. They're getting more than that. Pablo Fornals on the half-hour mark at the London Stadium giving
Come
them
on
the lead.
now. So at this rate, we're getting Conference League.
Spurs, as it stands, would get the Europa Conference League.
Well, that's great. Okay, why?
Iheanacho.
Oh, get the ball back. Right, come on, Sonny.
even at this early stage, the game is stretched at times. A lot of space in the
It's a
middle
lot.
of the park.
It's very open, the game.
An end-to-end contest at the moment.
Come on.
Dele Alli.
Come on, Delhi.
Here's Kane.
He's getting shut down as soon as he gets the ball.
Vardy.
Another score update. Oh, it's 2-0 now.
They've got another.
Oh,
Pablo
for
Fornals,
goodness
who's been self-critical about the number of goals he's been scoring this season. Well, he's got 2 in the space of 3
Oh,
minutes.
stop. Oh my god, this misplaced passes.
Yeah, Alderweireld this time, giving the ball away under no pressure.
Come on, Sonny.
Madison. Tielemans. Iheanacho. Madison.
Right, come on.
By Reguilon.
Could at least pass.
Mendy.
No, let him run with it.
Swashbuckling run from the centre half.
Come on, Tottenham.
Well, the Premier League season ends today, but the season is far from over. The Championship playoff final from Wembley next week. Do join us from 2 o'clock. Sky Sports Football. It is Brentford against Swansea. One of those two will be playing in the Premier League next season.
Oh my god. Why can't we keep the ball?
All Brighton.
Yeah, there are times when Spurs drop off too far.
Free kick to Spurs. Come on, man.
Hojbjerg.
Come on, Regulon.
Regulon.
Sorry.
Bergwijn to Son. Leicester got plenty of bodies back.
Come on.
Ali to Son. Now Bergwijn.
Always gets a.
Dele Alli.
Sonny!
Times his run.
Oh.
And Soyuncu to the rescue.
Oh my God.
Well, they sprung the offside trap, but didn't capitalise on it.
Yeah, in the end, he had his back to goal, Son, didn't he? He couldn't give his team a first-time finish here. Trying to set up his mate. It's a lovely pass. I thought he must be off, but he seemed to time it well.
Another corner.
Son, who won the corner, takes
He
the
would have.
corner. Meany rising highest. Maddison's glance.
Come on. Should have scored there. Come on.
Regulon.
That's the best chance we've had, even though it wasn't really a shot. But it was something. That was too long there.
Vardy's goal here, and another big goal in the Champions League picture has just gone in at Anfield. Sadio Mane giving Liverpool the lead. Chelsea still drawing at Villa Park.
At least it's not Salah.
So this is the Premier League table as it stands. Leicester City still on track to qualify for the Champions League. Likewise Liverpool, it's Chelsea who will miss out.
Well, an awfully long way to go. I'm sure there'll be plenty of twists
come
and
on.
turns. Not least here.
Liverpool's win at Burnley on Wednesday meant that Leicester dropped out of the top four for the first time since December the 5th, 165 days. The last 71
Spurs.
Premier League games, Leicester have been in the top four for 68 of them. Missing out in the last week of last season. Threatening to miss out in the last week of this season. It's an
Get that
astonishing
ball.
statistic, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Look, we all know the rules. It's where you are at the end. It would be a painful blow for Leicester to lose out twice on the trot.
Come on, Kane.
He just wrestled it away from Mendy. Got beyond Tielemans.
Come
Shown
on.
too much to Thomas, surely.
Is that not a foul?
He's got a corner though.
That was a corner.
He's had a bit of a trim since his round of golf with Gary Neville, hasn't he? Which he was very
Come on.
talkative.
That's what an interview is.
Leicester leading 1-0. Son with the corner.
Get your head on it.
Through to Doherty.
Oh, come on, man. Oh,
Deeney got himself in the way.
come on.
Son to keep it alive. Harry Kane!
Yes!
Absolutely clinical.
Come on, Kane.
Harry Kane in the race for the Golden Boot, edges ahead. He fast Spurs level 5 minutes before the break. And the race for the Champions League takes another twist.
Well, if there's anybody you'd put your money on in this situation, it is Tottenham's number 10. It's easy to snatch at these kind of chances. Just to take
What a
it
finish
too
that
early,
is,
but
though.
Look at the control on that volley. It's sublime from Harry Kane and just what his team needed. Such was the power he's managed to nutmeg Kasper Schmeichel here. He has caught this beautifully. Not an easy one. He's just got a twist on it.
That's what he does. He scores, and he scores against Leicester. Mo Salah.
Right, get that ball back.
Madison.
Come on. Come on. So that changes it again, doesn't it?
This first half more perkily than their hosts, and
Yeah, that puts
it's a
Chelsea
big goal,
back in
a
the top
damaging
4.
goal, as Chelsea back above Leicester City as we approach half time.
Doesn't change our situation, we're still 7th, but
In terms of the start of the day,
we're back in this
who's in
game.
and who's out of the top 4. Iheanacho.
It's a good block. Also leads a ton up. Yeah, same.
By Thomas. The block kindly for Davinson
Come on, Sonny.
Sanchez, as is the slip from
Oh,
Mendy.
Son.
Son's gifted it back.
Oh dear. Get up.
Brighton.
Right, let it go out. That's fine. Yeah. Hopefully Arsenal lose. That's what I want.
That's an astonishing goal scoring record that Harry Kane has generally. It's more astonishing against Leicester. That's 16 in 15 games he's got against them, and 15 in 12 Premier League games.
Yeah, the player
Kane should have been
would
player of the
always be aware
season
that kind of stat.
in the Premier League. Don't know why he wasn't. Come on.
Belly for the equaliser, those Spurs got themselves into some
Oh, Bergwijn.
positions. They had that Son chance.
So what you're saying is we could have been 2-1 up if someone was able to take that.
Worth reminding you that
Come on.
Leicester have seen one of their starting centre halves, Wesley Fofana, leave the field in tears with an injury. Certainly a factor in Tottenham's return into the match.
So a minute to go. Half time. Plus stoppage time, probably a few minutes. Checking the scores, are we?
There are smiles behind those masks and cheers ringing round the King Power Stadium. There's been a goal at Villa Park.
Was it Aston Villa who scored?
Bertrand Traore has it.
Oh. No, 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 no.
Jamie Vardy. Good block by Davinson
Come
Sanchez.
on.
He hasn't finished yet though.
Get him out.
Iheanacho.
That's fine, kick it out.
Too much of Thomas, who made a good run forward.
It's a good block from Sanchez.
Yeah, what a beautifully flighted ball it was by Mark Albright. He's on his bike, Vardy. It's perfectly placed, but Sanchez just ever so well just to help
Good
out.
block. Only, yeah, 2 added minutes. I thought it'd be like a few minutes, couple of minutes.
Well, this is why you could hear some cheers around the King Power from those checking their phones.
That was a
Traore
that was a good goal from
giving
Traore.
Aston Villa the lead against
There's so much
Chelsea.
drama going on right now. You
Traore
can't
against his
take your eyes
former
off it for a
club.
second.
Muted celebrations there, but not here. This is why. And you have a look at the table.
It's a lovely miskick that for Villa, wasn't it?
I thought that was a good finish, to be honest. Hey, that was a shove.
Always dull these final days, aren't they?
Get that. A minute to go.
You're feeling very optimistic as a Leicester fan. If Villa scored 2 more, then this scoreline is enough for Leicester to get into the top 4 anyway.
Right, get it.
Chances for Leicester.
What have you
Offside on
done?
that.
Don't do that.
He's trying to
We
move
need to,
on to
we need to watch that.
Sanchez at times. He did it for the penalty.
Keep running behind on Sanchez.
Bergwijn.
On Bergwijn. He's made some good runs. 10 seconds to go. Right, that's half time. 1-1.
And a first half that's flown by. Harry Kane making sure that things are very much in the balance here after he levelled up Jamie Vardy's early penalty. Half time, it's Leicester 1, Spurs 1.
I would say it's been quite an even game.
I don't need us to be the Walton Town. I'd make do with the Monsters at this point. Or the Manson family. At least they had a shared interest.
It takes a lot of
No, I
hard
didn't
work
think
to
we
get
played
the
this
right
good,
result.
to be fair.
It's not just about turning up day in and day out.
I was
It requires
expecting
knowledge
to
and expertise, pride and attention to detail. It takes
a lot more goals to be
dedication
scored than
and
just
passion.
one at the moment.
It's the team behind the team that makes it happen. It's got to be LG for the big game. There's a 1 in 20 chance to win your money back.
That was only
by
a
selected big
that goal was
screen
only
TVs at
a
Curry's
one shot on
PC
target.
World.
Good morning, this is your captain speaking. Here we go.
Yeah, true.
We all have something that makes us fly. For us, it's you.
My friend Norman wants to sell his car to WeBuyAnyCar.com. So here's how it works in 3 simple steps. 1. Get a quote online in under 60 seconds. 2. Book an appointment at your local branch, usually no more than 15 minutes away. 3. After a quick once-over, they'll send the money to your bank. Got it, Norman? I think he's got it. To find out how
Who
much
do you
your
think
car's
is going
worth
to
in
get it,
60
Chelsea
seconds,
or Leicester,
enter your reg number now
into
at
the
WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Champions League?
When my family called me to tell me they had been evacuated for the wildfires, I was scared. This reinforced the work I do and the urgency behind it. At Amazon, we are working towards powering our operations with renewable energy. We've installed solar panels on over 65 of our facilities, and we're not stopping there. Climate change affects everyone. It's already affected my family, and that's what keeps me working in sustainability.
Harry's, we try to do things a little differently. Our razors don't come with a vibrating thingy-majig or 200 blades. No, just 5 of our new sharpest ever blades will do it. So your 8th shave is as smooth as your first. The handle is perfectly weighted and bright orange. So you get a razor that gives lasting comfort. Harry's. Find us at harrys.com, Boots, and some of our other favourite retailers.
Yeah, same to be honest. It's a bit hard to call at the moment.
Half-time at the King Power, Leicester City 1, Spurs 1. This was about 18 minutes on the clock, and Alan, you'd identified this channel throughout the first half as a problem.
Yeah, Davison Sanchez does make a bit of a mess of it, gets himself in an awkward position, but Vardy takes full advantage, and he is cute. But for Alderweireld,
To me, it's a bit lucky that penalty still.
he's asking for trouble, and they got it.
Not given initially by Anthony Taylor, but after a VAR review, Peter Banks is the VAR, he suggested that the referee have another look at it, and on review, the penalty was given.
Yeah, he didn't need too many looks, as we thought he wouldn't. Seemed pretty clear-cut to us. But as we've seen this season with VAR, you never quite know.
Just stuck out that back leg, didn't he? And Anthony Taylor left him no doubt. Didn't take long to decide and pointed to the spot. Well, Leicester used the penalties this season. He did miss one against Wolves, but Jamie Vardy making no mistake there. His 14th Premier League goals for the season for him.
Yeah, this was a well-timed one. Nice pass from Dele Alli, but Son just can't finish it first time, and when he does try and set up Kane, Soyuncu is really sharp in that.
And then came the goal. Looked like it was coming to nothing. It was blocked there by Ndidi, but just watch Harry Kane's striking instinct.
What was that?
Slightly behind him, so
Yeah, true.
his body position
Was
had
that a
to
some
be spot
assist?
on to get this
Because I've just
clean
clocked
strike,
it.
and it was clean. Schmeichel
Was it a
just
some
couldn't react
assist?
in time.
And that
Let's have a
is
look.
why it is 1-1. Well, we have two of the standout strikers in the Premier League on
Oh,
show.
I didn't.
in the
We didn't get an
King Power,
assist.
both making their mark. Jamie Vardy on course for the Champions League, and Harry Kane, who is on course for the Golden Boot. We're back in a moment with the second half live.
I swear it's a Son assist.
Nobody saves nobody. You and you and you and you can be my lover. 'Cause love looks better in color. Love looks better in color.
Some days you just don't feel normal. But what is normal? Feeling you can't face the day, face work, or friends. In truth, normal is different for all of us. For free help and advice, search Bupa Mental Health Hub.
I still think they should give it to Son. Because I'm pretty sure he was passing to Kane. He got to Kane, so I think they should give it to Son.
When you're ready to start travelling again, and ready to welcome back the feeling of being welcomed in, we'll be here for you. Activate and book your stay at the Booking.com app to get 10% back in travel credit up to £200. Welcome back to travel. Booking.com.
Antoine Dorlo. Bonjour, neighbor. Bon appétit.
Oh, that's a big one.
Ooh la la. Oh, this guy's got everything better than me.
Not his bills. We could have the cheapest in the neighborhood.
What can I say? Expensive taste. Oh, we know. Very expensive. Here, got your money with the neighborhood bills calculator.
how many do I know? Like 30, was it for like 34 or was it? Because I think it's 31 I heard, but I don't know, was it 34?
It responds to contours for incredible closeness. Your face says so much without saying a word. Trust your shade to our best and put your best face forward.
Oh yeah, it's 34.
The best a man can get.
New cookie dough peace pie with a cookie dough core surrounded by fair trade vanilla ice cream and a chocolatey coating. Ben and Jerry's, peace, love, and cookie dough.
Whether it's a technology first, a fashion first.
I've still got to beat Drogba and Lampard though.
Oh, a first for us all. Whatever you hope to achieve for your business, Cloud First helps you get to value first. Let there be change, etc.
We were never going to be the Waltons.
I don't need us to be the Walton town. I'd make do with the monsters at this point. But the Manson family, at least they had a shared interest.
Liverpool is flooded with our culture.
Why did you start making your own bills?
Money. These guys do it seriously well. I got away with a lot. The police, we kind of took that personally.
The violence got completely out of hand.
Neighbourhoods were falling apart. It was just total destruction.
Welcome to Liverpool.
Summer of sport ahead and a great season for the Leicester City women's team, second division title winners. They're celebrating. The men's team have already won the FA Cup. Can they add a Champions League place to that? We'll find out next.
Fillet of fish from a dish. Big neck down a cul-de-sac. And even under a drying rack. Cheese sides for gaming vibes. Gherkin flirting. Wraps through cat flaps. Nugs on rugs. Or a share box to the river. Because yes, we deliver.
So welcome back. We're almost ready to go with the last 45 minutes of the Premier League season, and that Harry Kane goal means that this is how it looks as we prepare to get underway for the second half here, as they do at Anfield at Villa Park, where Chelsea trail by 1-0. Look how tight it is. Just goal difference separating the Blues of West London and the Blues of the King Power Stadium.
Slightly a bit more positive, but not so much that we'll win. But I'm going to say 2-2.
Season, but of what we think will be Ryan Mason's time in charge of the club. It would be a big surprise, I think, if he was asked to take over on a permanent basis. He's in conversation there with Nigel Gibbs. No sign of any changes at half-time. He has the likes of Gareth Bale on the bench to call on. He'll be encouraged with the way that his side responded to that early setback, having to come from behind. Leicester, who lost Wesley Fofana to injury midway through that first half and had to reshuffle what was already a slightly experimental side in that they've gone back to a back four after spending the last couple of months playing with a back three. They'll be sent out knowing what the scores are elsewhere and surely encouraged and emboldened by that.
minutes for all concerned. They'll be left in no doubt about that in those dressing rooms.
Yeah, I hope so.
Really bad luck.
Second half started.
Young player of the year, Wesley Fofana, that his season should end like that. I tell you, they're yet to kick off at Villa Park or at Anfield, so this one will, I would imagine, finish marginally ahead of that. I'd suggest that given the way he's moving around there, then his participation in international tournaments in the summer would have to be in some doubt.
I don't think Endon plays on the bench.
Looking for Kane, finding Soyuncu. Bringing on, pursued by Albrighton, and getting the throw in off the shins of the Leicester City number 11.
Yeah, if Tottenham get good quality possession, I think it's going to be difficult for Leicester rearguard to handle the likes of Kane. Son, Reguilon started bombing forward today. That's when Tottenham can be at the most threat.
So I don't know who will put on head of Winks.
Madison has got it through to Vardy here.
Oh, come on, it can't be that easy.
Doing well, under weight of numbers and lofting a lovely ball towards Vardy.
Lucky that he kicked it a bit wide.
Madison. Here's Thomas.
That's out.
Couldn't wrap his boot round the ball to keep it in play.
Yeah, a bit too much on it, but it's been better for James Madison out there today. So that's an encouraging point. He has been getting on the ball.
Oh great, Arsenal have scored. We have to win this now.
Early goal in the second half at the Emirates. Nicolas Pepe has given the Gunners the lead against Brighton. That does have an impact on the way things look. Arsenal rise above Spurs and take the place in the Europa Conference League.
Come on, Spurs. You let Arsenal finish above us, it was so embarrassing.
Thomas, a little too deep, but it has ended up with Albrighton.
Well, they haven't done particularly well on set pieces this season, Leicester, but with this crowd behind them, that trend could change.
Might be a reason why they haven't done too well. Soyuncu having to chase, pursued by Alderweireld.
Oh, come on, Spurs. Hopefully Brighton can get an equaliser.
And there could be some nail biting here at the King Power after the full-time whistle. Kicked off 3 minutes after this one at Anfield.
He's having a good game, Luke Thomas. That was some lovely control from him there to keep the attack alive.
Another corner to Leicester.
Luke Thomas hearing his name sung by the Leicester City fans, still only 19 years old. It's been a breakthrough season, but it's been a Breakthrough season for him in front of empty stands. Tielemans. Mendy's got to be tempted here. He is.
Good catch, Lloris. Come on.
Sanchez back to Lloris. What do we make, Alan, of Ryan Mason's decision to drop Eric Dyer today and play Davinson Sanchez?
Well, I think it's the defence that needs rebuilding. Full stop. Sanchez coming into the team. We saw him struggle with that penalty incident up against Vardy as he is again.
Oh, it's another penalty. Sanchez, what are you doing?
And Anthony Taylor
Oh
gives
my
Leicester
God.
their second penalty of the afternoon.
Yeah, there was a tangle of arms. And Vardy, not surprisingly, has gone down.
Why is he going?
Certainly finished in the box. That little coming together.
Surely that's a dive, no?
And Vardy, being the cute striker that he is, that he was for the first penalty.
That's a dive, surely.
Knows all about that challenge.
That's got to be a dive.
It's inside.
That's the only question mark over this decision from Anthony Taylor. The geography.
That's got to be that was a dive.
The check is complete. The penalty stands.
Yeah, he touched him,
Frustration is complete
but
for Davinson Sanchez.
that was a dive.
Let's see if the result is the same from Jamie Vardy. Well, echoes of the Etihad when they got 3 penalties and Jamie Vardy scored 2 of them. Vardy against Lloris, take 2. Same
Oh my
result.
God.
Left statuesque, the French international. And Jamie Vardy restores Leicester City's lead.
To me, that was a dive.
Minutes into the second half.
But it is what it is.
Never any doubt with that one. This is actually a better penalty than the first one. It's side netting. That's something.
I wish I could, but I don't know what to do.
Under these circumstances.
But I'm still pretty sure that was a dive.
A big player for the big occasion.
I'm not denying his contact, but he barely even touched him. Like,
We were just talking about Davinson Sanchez, who have been coming into the team. Really struggle with the movement of Vardy.
Well, it was seconds before that you were talking about how the Spurs defence needed rebuilding. And case in point. And a landmark for Jamie Vardy as well, as you can see, the 2 goals today that have taken him to 150 senior career goals.
I still don't get that.
Back in the box seat, the Champions League finalists look like they're going to miss out on qualification bar the league.
Well,
We've got to get back into this.
I think there are more goals in this game. To whom is difficult to say, but it's got that feel about it out there.
Come on, Bergwijn. 2. Potentially at some point.
It's all going according to plan for Leicester City in the East Midlands, and things aren't going badly as far as they're concerned in the West either. More on that in a moment.
Wow, what's happening?
Used to be the old transistor radios, didn't it?
No one's there. Come on.
Out by Sayuncu.
But again, it lets you in scoring from our mistakes.
their motivation lie.
Come on.
Bergwijn has spun Thomas. Soyuncu across. He didn't fancy that, Bergwijn, did he?
What's happened now?
The cheer you can hear is because the news of a goal at Villa Park has just come in.
What if they scored again?
El Ghazi has made it 2-0. We'll have a look at that in a moment. It's from the penalty spot. Jorginho bringing down Traore, who's been a thorn in the side of his former club. And Leicester City, who hit the heights last weekend at Wembley, are closing in on a dream double of FA Cup and Champions League qualification. There's the foul, Jorginho. Stuart Atwell points to the
I think
spot.
it's Bale or Lucas.
Converts. Just as Harry Kane flies over here.
We missed that.
Usually so, he shifted it onto his left peg, and he's almost as strong on that side as his right. It was very slack from Leicester here. Mendy doesn't expect the pass to come his way, but once in this position, Kane is normally so reliable, but he's missed it by a mile.
Sound like Kane, that.
Well, it's all happening out here, isn't it?
So, delightful reading for Leicester City fans.
Come on, Spurs.
That's not exactly how it stands. A few too many Johnsons on show.
What does that mean?
I will show you in a minute, I can tell you. Chelsea missing out, Leicester and Liverpool into the Champions League next season with Manchester United and the champions Manchester City. Yellow card here for Steven Bergwijn.
Oh, I don't know many Arsenal fans, thank God. Definitely we'll never hear the end of it if they finish above us.
That's a silly challenge.
Man City are going flying.
Some more familiar names in that table for you. Liverpool and Leicester on 69 points, Chelsea 67, West Ham going into the Europa League, Arsenal the Europa Conference League, no European football for Spurs.
Oh, what are you doing? Oh, thank God, Lloris.
I think it's going to be like this for the remainder of the second half, end-to-end stuff. Got such an unpredictable feel to it, this match.
Come on, Tottenham.
Doherty. Out comes Schmeichel, clattered by Son.
I've done so well to keep hold of it.
You get taken out there.
Son's gone for it in a very brave fashion. Knows he's going to get clobbered.
Who do you bring on?
More like it, isn't it? Whoever you support, this is what football's about.
A feel-good moment at the King Power Stadium. One of the feel-good stories of this season. Emerging at a club that it's so easy to like, Leicester City. Keep it calm. He knows that with half an hour to play, this could quite easily slip away.
Yeah, well.
Oh, great, Arsenal scored again.
Manager, haven't they? Tottenham have got the rookie one in Ryan Mason. It's a big half an hour or so for Mason now.
By Lloris. Well, the way things are going, another goal for Aston Villa. Even if Leicester draw here and Spurs do score again, it'll still be enough for them. Here's Reguilon.
Come on, Reguilon. No, it's a bit too close to. God's sake.
Here's Madison. they found the going so hard at home this season. 8 Premier League defeats here. They've really missed their fans, but with them back today, they're well on course. Infused, invigorated.
Come on.
Dele Alli.
Important though for both sets of players not to let the occasion get the better of them. Composure is the key word here.
Oh, Dele. Oh, we need to get the ball back. Oh my god.
But he's offside. Wouldn't it just be Jamie Vardy? 2 goals in 20 Premier League games since Christmas Day. 2 goals, both from the spot this afternoon.
It's because we literally gave away 2 penalties.
Powering Leicester City to a top 4 finish.
Well, he's up against a shrewd tactician invited here by Mason. He'll be thinking, what do I need to do here to try and get the job done? Leicester making a move.
Bring on someone.
He makes his way off, and Ricardo Pereira has been left out of Portugal's squad for the European Championships. As a result, you would have to think of all the injuries he's had over the course of the season. Well, a vastly popular introduction. And James Maddison, who's struggled understandably to recover the form he showed before his recent injury, is the one to make way. So another Leicester City reshuffle.
I wish we stopped losing the ball.
Tielemans, fouled by Winks.
That's a bit wild, Winks.
Well, it looks like Brendan Rodgers has kept the same shape, Ricardo, on in right midfield rather than right wing back. They haven't gone to a 3 at the back, I don't think, Leicester.
Yep, come on Spurs.
With a Leicester free kick.
Yeah, an awkward one, this one, it's central. Looks a little too far out to shoot, but he's playing with plenty of confidence, Tielemans.
Doherty's header.
Come on.
Vardy's
No.
snappiest, quickest to react. Chelsea thought they'd scored at Villa Park to reduce the deficit to 2-1, but well, Leicester know all about that. Timo Werner has had a goal ruled out for offside.
Oh, shock. I swear he scores more goals offside than onside. Come on. I'll bring on Bale now.
Albright spins it in for Vardy. Another test for Davinson Sanchez, who has found the going very rocky indeed against Jamie Vardy today.
Yeah, he must be feeling a bit twitchy, Sanchez, when he's faced with those 1v1s.
True. Another corner to Leicester.
Jamie Vardy, whose first senior goal came in 2011. 10 years ago for Fleetwood in the FA Cup against Wickham. Brings up 150 here and looks to our number 151 in. That's glanced away. Mendy will get there.
Come on. Oh, what was that?
He's missed the ball there, Harry Winks, but they get away with it.
Come on, Kane.
2016-17 season that he will get his hands on that. He'll present it with it here afterwards. Should things stay as they are at the moment.
That'll be the third time, won't it?
Will be the third time. Mo Salah also
At least that'll give me some happiness.
hands on it for the third time. Vardy, who's the current holder. Sanchez
Another
stuck with it.
corner.
He's not enjoying himself. Davinson Sanchez.
Someone's got to help him.
Ragged.
Yeah, Leicester's number 9. He's certainly enjoying himself. He's had some quiet times of late. He's not looked himself, but he's certainly has today.
Yeah, you often hear it spoken about, don't you, over the period behind closed doors, how some players respond to fans, some play better without fans. Vardy certainly comes into the former category. That's in by Tielemans, too deep. It's out by Tielemans.
Yeah, Copley's overhit there.
Well, here comes Bale and Lucas.
Double change for Tottenham then. Bergwijn will be replaced by Gareth Bale. And off goes Dele Alli to make way.
I think
for
Dele's done well
Lucas
today.
Moura.
Yeah, like for like in terms of attacking players.
Oh.
Bale, who had been a fixture in the Premier League side up until this week, since Ryan Mason took it over. He's got that excellent goal-to-minute ratio, but on the road has not been so productive. All those Premier League goals have been rattled in the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Come on, where you going?
9 in total so far this season.
Come on.
It appears to be transparent, just as many thought that Liverpool would take care of business, Leicester would take care of business, but in front of a packed, well, perhaps not packed, but certainly manned Holt End at Villa Park, that Chelsea might struggle, and still they trail 2-0. They're missing out at the moment.
Yeah, same. He's probably going mad. More so probably about the fact that Arsenal are above us right now.
Here's Reguilon for Tottenham. Trailing to those 2 Jamie Vardy penalties. Harry Kane had levelled up.
Still hoping Brighton can come into it, but they are 2-0 up, so who knows. Come on, Winks, you've got to do something. Oh my.
Yeah, he missed hit the pass.
So you got to do something, but no. Right, come on.
Lucas Moura. Won back by Leicester City's player of the season. Voted for both by the fans and the players. Yuri Tielemans.
At least he cleared it that time.
Well, the day to forget so far for the defender. Clappers have been in mothballs, haven't
Come
they,
on.
for a long time now.
Is that our ball?
Just enjoying the noise after all those months in soulless bombs. It's so good to hear that again.
Those were the days. Well, day. We should stop giving the ball away. But yeah, oh, they've done it. Oh.
Mendy in. Quite strongly, but fairly, in the view of Anthony Taylor.
Too long.
Well, there's one place left in the Premier League next season. That'll be decided next Saturday, the Championship playoff final. Brentford against Swansea from 2 o'clock on Sky Sports Football.
I'll take that throw in.
Straight out of play from Ndidi. Don't need passes like that at a time like this.
No, Harry Kane will just be thinking, give me a chance. And I'll get us back on level terms here.
Come on.
He missed that earlier one, but he doesn't miss too many.
Watchalong did seem to throw himself to the ground there rather than be fouled. Certainly that appears to be the way that they're looking
That's
at it.
literally what Vardy did, but... Okay.
Vardy, was clever.
Oh, what are you
Glancing into the path of
doing?
Iheanacho.
Oh my goodness.
Decided to bring all Brighton in rather than advance himself. All Brighton.
Come on.
Olivier patrolling.
Come on,
Missed a
Spurs.
minute of the Premier League season for Tottenham.
Oh, come on.
All Brighton.
Well, the more they can do this, Leicester, the better. Just taking the sting out of it. Keeping possession.
Come on.
Yeah, they haven't been able to do it much.
Right, go on, Sonny. Come
Son.
on.
Schmeichel thought about coming. Bale waits in the middle.
Oh.
Soyuncu digs it out from the very mouth of his own goal.
Yeah, just have to make sure you adjust the feet quickly. In these circumstances, as a defender, make sure he doesn't come off your shin and fly into the net. Did come off his shin, but he went high.
Looked like that hurt.
Could just as easily have flown past Kasper Schmeichel into the back of the net.
Oh, come on.
Backwards on. Still plenty in the
Come
middle
on,
for
put your...
Tottenham.
Oh. Can never get their heads on it. It's always Leicester.
Oh, that was not subtle.
No, it wasn't.
The only good thing about it was that it was outside the box.
Tottenham free kick.
Puts it there, I don't know, but he's piled
He's-
into Darty.
Took him out there.
Yeah, he did. He just lost his footing, lost his balance.
He lost his footing. Let's see here if Tottenham are going to ensure that Leicester lose their lead. 15 minutes to play.
15 minutes.
Son's gonna whip this one hard goalwards. So many bodies in between the ball and Schmeichel.
Heung-min Son on his 150th Premier League start.
Oh, oh, he's always in the way.
Yeah, excellent from him. Marking Harry Kane tightly.
Another corner. Oh, oh. It was in! Wait, was that Sanchez? I missed that because I looked at my phone. I don't want to get too excited and.
Sanchez got a touch on it, but he certainly affected the jump of Schmeichel.
Wait, where?
Getting in front of the keeper.
But.
Preventing him from getting a clear punch. He's punched Sanchez, I think, in the end.
But they're jumping to get the ball.
Not the best bit of goalkeeping in the world, this.
That's got a.
No, he's actually just glanced the ball and it's an own goal, perhaps, from Schmeichel.
Chelsea have scored as well.
So no easy procession towards the top four.
Right, come on, Tottenham.
For the second time, they've been pegged back.
I wasn't expecting that.
Heavy first touch, but it's
come on.
Up at the feet of Doherty.
I'm not getting hopeful. But 2-2 is a more I don't want to say positive result because it's not, but literally one goal can literally change who finishes in top four and then who finishes out of it. That's mad. Oh, come on. Oh, you trust in Winks. Come on, Sonny. Oh. Come on, Spurs. He was taken out in the box. Oh.
Soyuncu just made a move towards the ball and maybe put Kane off there.
I mean, I said 2-2, but now it's 2-2. I want to go for the win. Oh.
Just had to shift it onto his right and that allowed Schmeichel to set himself. I think Soyuncu just does enough here.
Was he taken out in the box?
Kane, who maybe can't quite see the ball until it's too late.
Come on. I can't believe the cash was Michael own goal though.
Liverpool will double their lead. A second goal for Sadio Mane.
Okay, good. It wasn't Salah.
Manchester City 4 up. Sergio Aguero signing off in style. He's on the score sheet. Didn't start the match,
come on, Tottenham.
Come on to finish it. Manchester City's all-time record goal scorer.
Oh, Sanchez.
Doing what he does and has done so many times. Well, as you saw from the as it stands table, Chelsea in the top four and they haven't finished yet.
Nice.
Ben Chilwell, who was denied in the FA Cup final, not denied today. Did cross the line, Emi Martinez tried to claw it away. But Aston Villa 2, Chelsea 1. As Ayoze Perez comes on for the last 10 minutes here at the King Power Stadium.
Tottenham. Go on, Lucas. No, I couldn't keep it in. 5-0 to Man City.
That'll be a goal kick.
Well, still time.
Well, let's remind you of the lie of the land as we go into the last 10 minutes here.
will be very.
Chelsea's goal difference is what is keeping them in the top four at the moment, ahead of Leicester. Liverpool look like they have got the win. They're 2 up at home, even though they kicked off 3-4 minutes after us for the second half. 2 Sadio Mane goals, ensuring that their really hot streak at the end of the season
Get one more
has carried
chance.
them across the line.
Come on.
Aguero's at it again. He's got a second. It's 5-0 Manchester City. It's Lloris under pressure.
What's
from
Lloris doing
Iheanacho.
there? Come on, Tottenham.
Touch on it, but not in the right direction. Iheanacho.
How's that not a foul?
Tillemans.
No, 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 no.
Oh, not enough on it. Made it too easy for Alderweireld. Good
Come
defending.
on. It's getting too nervy. Go on, Bale. Oh, come on.
Finding Harry Kane. It's pinpoint accuracy. Kane looking for Moura.
Oh.
Smuggled behind.
Another corner.
It was a wonderful Tottenham move.
Yeah, a bit of class from Gareth Bale down his right-hand side.
Oh, he nearly got there.
Arm, I think he just kind of falls onto it.
That could have easily gone in.
Or the chest.
Sleeve, maybe.
Perhaps.
Potentially, yeah, probably.
It's nervy for Leicester City. It's in
Come on. Oh. Oh, block. Oh, Winks, what are you doing? Seriously.
Leicester on the break. And Winks throws himself there.
He made the mistake and he...
In his own half, but Harry Winks with a really nasty challenge, really cynical.
Well, he made the mistake and then he had to make up for it.
Perhaps his manager would argue it has to be done in this situation.
Well, he's the one who gave the ball away.
On the front forward in support.
Come on, man. It's getting too nervy right now.
Off the arm of Son, that's what the Leicester City fans are calling for, and that's what Anthony Taylor has given.
Well, just got to find their attacking feet again, Leicester. It's lost the way a little bit. A lot of that is down to the Spurs pressure.
All their changes are made. They need a goal.
Oh, come on, man.
Goal and they go above Chelsea again. Iheanacho.
Oh, take that.
He's scored so many recently, but couldn't find the target there. Twice Brendan Rodgers' side have led. Twice they've been pegged back.
Come on. Oh, what are you doing? Oh.
The faintest of contact there from Tillemans, but enough for the free kick to be awarded.
I can get one more chance.
It's about more than just the result.
Come on, Lucas.
It's a day for goodbyes, and Leicester will be out
Come on.
to say goodbye to Wes Morgan.
Oh my God! Why didn't he pass the ball?
I just hope they won't be saying goodbye to their Champions League hopes. Time is running out, though. It's one thing to lose out if Chelsea and Liverpool both win, but with Chelsea losing and and then failing to win here at home. It'll be a different sort of agony.
Oh, goodness
I've spoken to a
sake.
few people who actually feared that would happen. Said it would be typical Leicester.
Vardy. Or Ricardo. In goes Davinson
Come on.
Sanchez. Mora to Bale.
Come on, Bale. I know you can dribble, but you should just pass it. Oh, come on, Sonny! Come on! Come on, Kane! Come on! Yes! Come on! What's this? Where though? Where was the handball? They're gonna have a look at it. But where was the handball? But is his leg no?
It's going to be disallowed.
Oh.
It's not. I don't know. It's supposed to be immediately before a goal was been. But if they deem it to be intentional, that doesn't matter.
Well, that's the question, as you alluded to there, Alan. The immediacy of the handball in the build-up to the goal. There's the handball.
Is it?
It's not immediate enough.
Is he giving it?
And that is why the goal stands.
Yes!
And that is why Leicester City, despite leading twice here, find themselves with 3 minutes to go.
Oh, come on, Spurs. You've got to do this, man. You've got to do this. Come on.
Come back at Leicester. They wouldn't lie down, and in Gareth Bale, they've got a world-class talent at his best, who's made a difference since coming on, and for him, he's made this one look easy. Just make sure he keeps it down.
Come on, Spurs. Hold on.
His first away Premier League goal for over 8 years since he scored at
Come on.
in April.
Oh, come on! Come on, Kane!
To finish it off.
Oh.
And unusually, it doesn't make Leicester pay.
Was that not a handball? Oh, I'm getting so nervous.
Lovely pass into his path.
Normally he finishes no chances.
Well, there's not much time to go, and this looks like it is going to be how it finishes. Leicester City falling short. Chelsea, despite defeat, staying in the top 4, and Liverpool a third-place finish. Spurs, though,
Come on.
with the win, would finish 7th. And whatever your views on the inaugural
I'm getting
Europa Conference League, it will be European football of some sort. And perhaps more significantly for Spurs fans, it will be a finish above Arsenal.
Yeah, finish above Arsenal. That's.
Well, twice in 2 years, it's hard to take, isn't it? After they put something into this season.
I'm too nervy for this. We need.
Not the effort.
Come
FA Cup,
on.
of course, as compensation.
Why did I not give? Just kick it out. What are you doing? I meant kick it out for a throw, not a bloody corner. Don't do that. How many oh, here comes Schmeichel. Don't do Liverpool, don't do Liverpool, don't do Liverpool.
It comes from Tielemans, out from Kane.
Come on.
Soyuncu. We're getting word it's going to be 5 added.
5?
Soyuncu.
Come on.
That'll be a corner. Reguilon's clearance not quite in time.
Jesus Christ. Another call. Oh wait.
Yeah, I mean, he'll still be thinking about that miscued punch, Schmeichel. He'll be absolutely sick
I'm
about
too
that.
nervous for me.
Well, he's got credit in the bank, hasn't he? He attacks that. It's loose across the line, surely, from Iheanacho.
Was it a goal?
Flag up
Oh,
on the far
offside.
side for an offside. An offside has been given.
Oh my.
Yeah, not often you get caught offside about it.
Yeah, he's offside.
Goal, but yeah, it's a good call.
He's offside. Right, is this seriously 5 added minutes? Oh, I can't do 5 added minutes.
5 minutes of added time. Leicester will hope that we can add to the 5 goals here. They need 2 really.
I can't handle 5 minutes. Where did those 5 minutes come from?
What's a 5-4 when these two met on the
Oh,
final
don't.
day in 2018?
Right. I can't handle this, it's too nervy.
Well, it's made for compelling viewing. Frantic pace quite often.
Doherty getting there ahead of
Okay.
Ndidi.
That was a high boot. Come on, Lucas. Come on, Lucas. Oh, what are you doing? None of this fancy stuff. We're literally...
Vardy.
Was he offside?
Flag up
Oh,
against
thank God
Jamie
for that.
Vardy.
I'm too... Oh, God.
What do you think, Alan, of this Leicester
Newcastle
City
beat Fulham.
season as a whole, and you think of what they've managed to achieve?
Right, just slow the game
The
down.
amount of time they spent at the top of the table and in the top 4 and all the injuries.
3 minutes to go.
You struggle to think of a player who hasn't spent at least a month or 2 on the treatment table at some stage. And you look at Harvey Barnes and James Justin, both who, when they were injured in February, were being spoken about as possible outsiders to get into Gareth Southgate's England squad.
Yeah, I think Harvey Barnes has been.
I can't believe how crazy this is. Like,
Haven't really got somebody of his type with that pace, the ability to carry the ball forward, get them from back to front quickly.
oh, come on, man. Here comes Rodon. We need that extra defence, we do. But taking Son off loses that pace up front. We've got Lucas, but...
This is the first time since Van Mason took over that we've seen anything of Joe Rodon.
We need the extra man for these last, what, 2 minutes?
Attacker off, defender on to try and preserve Spurs' lead for
Come
a
on.
couple of minutes.
Just head it out.
Rodon's first action is unconventional but effective.
He slipped over but managed to get a touch on the ball. We've got a long throw here.
Oh no. Head it out. Come on.
Kane had a spell.
Oh, come on.
An experienced playoff pain with them.
Oh, what are you doing there? That was Winks, weren't it? Oh no, a minute to go.
Among the substitutes there on the same side as Jamie Vardy. They're both on the score sheet for opposite sides today.
Come on.
But only one is going to be smiling at the full-time whistle.
I'm surprised about Liverpool though. I thought they looked out of it, to be honest.
Both sides have gone at it full throttle, haven't they, to give us
Come on,
a
hold
great
on.
afternoon's entertainment.
Right, about 30 seconds. Look at my hands, they're literally shaking. Come on, hold on. Come on. Just hit it upfield.
Seconds remain.
Come on.
Bale seizing on it. Kane calling.
Come on.
Bale.
He's hit the
Post and following in.
Yes.
Bale at his brilliant best. Getting a second and a
Do you
fourth
think-
for Spurs in the dying seconds of this Premier League season.
Yeah, rubbing salt in the wounds. He's just
Wait,
colliding
where's...
through here, hasn't he? He's used Harry Kane as a decoy.
I can't believe he hit the post and then it went in. I was not expecting this result. That's got to be it.
Well, fans will be pleased to see him glide past the Turkish defender. They'll meet in the European Championships. But in the context of this, from 1-0 up, from 2-1 up to
I can't believe this.
with
I was
the
not.
final whistle just seconds away. It's turned into a painful afternoon for Brendan Rodgers.
No, I can't use words. I was expecting to lose this game. Not win it 4-2.
News of this has been received at Villa Park, where despite losing, Chelsea are going to be playing in the Champions League next season. It'll be a boost for them ahead of the Champions League final next weekend.
Oh, can't wait to watch that.
Full-time whistle has gone at Anfield. And the full-time whistle
Kane's won the Golden Boot. Come on.
So for the second season in a row,
And I swear he's got the most assists as well.
they have to contend themselves with Europa League football and a fifth place position.
Get him, man.
They spent more time in the top four than anyone else this season, and it's all caught up with them in the final month of this campaign. An FA Cup win.
My play ratings is going to be interesting.
After disappointment from this has faded, but this one will hurt. A win on the final day would have done it, and despite leading twice, they have failed to hold on. And it's Tottenham smiles. We don't know whether that's the last time we'll see Harry Kane in a Tottenham Hotspur shirt. What we do know is that his 23rd goal of the season has been enough to secure him the Golden Boot for the third
I knew
time.
he was going to win the Golden Boot.
Spurs to a very good win here. 2 late goals as Leicester pushed on looking for the winner. But overall, Leicester can't have too many
I don't
complaints
know.
about the results on the day, can they?
I'm still shocked at how we did that.
Spurs reminded us the threat they've got in the attacking third. The gap started to open up and Kane and his teammates punished. Leicester gave it everything.
I'm
In the end,
But we finished above Arsenal. So happy about that.
the difference out there certainly didn't help them. It was just one step too far for the Foxes, unfortunately. They've got the Europa League, which is by no means a disaster, but maybe a good buy here amongst his teammates.
Well, it's very easy to read lots of different things into the reactions here, just as it was with his lap of honour at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on Wednesday night. Certainly a goodbye of sorts. Who knows what the following weeks will bring. We know that we're at the foothills of a saga involving Harry Kane's future. We know that it's to international duty he goes, and we know it is to Europa Conference League football that Tottenham go. They've secured a 7th place finish here. They have made sure that they have finished above Arsenal, who, despite winning at home against Brighton, will finish behind Tottenham Hotspur in the Premier League table. And Leicester, who were in possession.
See, I said 2-1 to begin with.
For so long, in possession for the season, for so long.
I'm so happy how it turned out.
Falling short again. Brendan Rodgers, I'm sure, will accentuate the positives, and he's right to do so. They've had a treacherous run of injuries. They've had a difficult run as the season's gone on. But you think back, you were here, Alan, for that defeat against Newcastle. It's not particularly the game like this that's cost them, but it's perhaps failure to capitalise on games like that. One against Southampton as well, against 10 men there. And those are the points that are proving so costly come the final reckoning.
Yeah, plenty of if-onlys, as there always are. As I said, they gave it their all, and Vardy was rolling back the years in the first half with his pace. Gave Davison Sanchez a torrid time, and Alderweireld just dangling a leg, which the ref didn't hesitate to give us a penalty.
Not what we wanted. But it's better than no European football at all, so I'll take it, I guess.
It all seemed to be on course for Leicester, especially as news of scorelines that were going their favour from elsewhere, particularly at Villa Park. But then right on the stroke of half-time, Harry Kane.
Yeah, it's classic Kane, isn't it? So many players, so many strikers would not catch this in that way, in that totally clean way of his.
That's the goal that won him the Golden Boot, as well as levelling it up. Leicester City back at Spurs, and Vardy's running against Davinson Sanchez, caused him problems all afternoon, and this just one of those occasions.
Well, it was soft, they were just having a chat about it as they went off at the end.
Yes,
the two players.
especially if we finished below Arsenal.
But, no danger
that would have been awful, but we got that.
His 150th senior career goal.
This was the moment though, wasn't it?
So Kane got the most goals and the most assists in the season.
So sure, so solid.
Isn't he like the only like third Premier player to do that?
And then after the introduction of Gareth Bale, he really made them pay, didn't he?
Yeah, the gaps started opening up, the game got stretched, and as I said, Tottenham's attacking arm was enough to end the contest. Suspicion of handball in there, but nothing given.
Well, it's a couple more assists for Harry Kane, isn't it? So we think that he's finished top of the scoring charts and the assist charts. A real rarity that happens. We've had confirmation, by the way, from the PGMOL that the reason that the handball wasn't given was that there was sufficient time between the handball and the goal for it not to be an issue under the current regulations. So the Premier League season comes to an end, and these are the final day results. Couple of Nicola Pepe goals, seeing Arsenal home against Brighton, but not enough for European football for them. Despite defeat at Villa Park, Chelsea are still in the Champions League next season. They've really got out of jail there. Joe Willock on target again for Newcastle as they saw off relegated Fulham at home. Leeds signing off in style against relegated West Brom. Rodrigo amongst the goals there. Leicester do Spurs for, as you see with us. Two Sadio Mane goals guiding Liverpool home in front of the fans at Anfield on the final day. Sergio Aguero with 2 goals as he signed off at the Etihad Stadium. Sheffield United finishing with a win, which ensured that they have a record number of Premier League defeats today. West Ham
I'm not entirely
cementing
sure
their
that
place
he's
in the
going
Europa League next
to want to
season
leave as
with
well.
a handsome win against Southampton. And Wolves won, Manchester United 2 in Nuno Espirito Santo's final game in charge of Wolves. Well, this is the final Premier League table. Manchester City champions. We've known that for quite some time, just as we've known that Manchester United would be second. Liverpool third place, Chelsea fourth, and Leicester finishing a point outside the top 4. A second successive 5th place finish for them. Spurs, Europa Conference League football as they get a 7th place finish. The Golden Boot is in the hands of Harry Kane for the first time since 2016-17 and for the 3rd time overall. Edging out Mohamed Salah by just the 1 goal. Patrick Bamford on 17, level with Hyun Min Son.
Hopefully he signs that new contract that they were going to give him.
Sky Sports, the PGA Championship comes to a climax. Phil
I hope he
Mickelson
signs.
turning back the years. Can he hold on and see the job through? The final round now on Sky Sports Golf. Floyd Mayweather against Logan Paul. The Sky Sports box office event for you. 12 AM on Sunday, June the 6th.
You don't want him to sign it?
The United Way. Take a look back at the history of Manchester United, featuring stories from the club's icons and legends. The United Way is available Monday on Sky Documentaries. Well, Harry,
yeah, I did watch
in
that.
the headlines. Emotional scenes at the end. Is it goodbye? Well, we don't know about that. What we do know is it's a Golden Boot. Our final day coverage continues right now on Sky Sports main event and Sky Sports Premier League. The Spurs signing off with a win here at the King Power.
What did you make out of that?
Almost there. Just keep going. Look at this.
to shake me?
Oh, yes, my friend.
Kev, are you sure this is a good idea? Because I do need this space.
Relax. It's all connected to the EE network.
Oh, okay, got ya.
Keep still.
I'm hoping that he's like already signed it. They just haven't announced it yet. That's what I'm hoping.
So soft.
When it counts, count on the UK's best network.
Is it bad that I'm still shocked that we actually won this game? Yeah, for some reason it's like 5 seconds behind. I don't know why.
This is not about saving one panda, one forest, or one habitat. This is no act of charity. It's an act of survival.
Oh, we know that.
We're the first generation that knows we are destroying our home. And could be the last that can do anything about it. Join the fight for your world with WWF.
This season, football's going to be different. I'm an optimist. Fake crowd noise. The Emirates never sounded so good. Penalties handed out to large groups. And United, this might be the new normal. But football doesn't change
Oh
for
my
anyone.
God.
And we can say, we were there! But you
To be
won't
honest, I have no. I don't really know.
May be empty, but we're still full of generous offers. If one leg of your
A
account
few
lets
weeks
you
back I
down,
was
get your
hoping it'd
money
be
back as a free bet
Eric
on all
Ten
football
Hag,
matches and markets.
but
Cracker Cracker from Paddy Power.
that sort of went, and then
Sponsored by Bet365.
Graham Potter I wouldn't mind. Oh, usually it's like 5 seconds. That's a bit, I don't know why. I'll have to try and sort it out for like next season. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I don't know who would want to manage Tottenham though.
Mohamed Salah created for Mane to make it 2-0 to Liverpool, and that seals their place in the Champions League next season. They finish in 3rd place in the Premier League. So celebrations for Liverpool at the final whistle, and celebrations as they make their way around for a lap of appreciation around the pitch. Graham Souness alongside me. Graham, they've made it into the Champions League despite a difficult season. What needs to happen now?
They'll be glad to see the back of this season. It's been difficult for them. Lost a star defender to a very bad injury. If you go back a month, Kelly, they didn't let them get in the Champions League. They ended up finishing 3rd. That really is a good achievement given the problems they had to confront this year. Losing their centre backs. Your centre backs are such an integral part to your team. They're a team within the team, if you like. And to lose so many this year has cost them dearly.
It's cost Liverpool, but they will be playing in the Champions League next season. It looks as though they will
Yeah, I like the way they play football. It might get us back to playing like we normally play.
He suggested before the
But he needs to be
match that
backed.
this might be his final one, and that seemed to confirm it.
Yeah, they'll miss him. When you look back in the 3 years of Liverpool's success, before this year, everyone talks about the front three, they talked about their defence, talked about the goalkeeper, but no one seemed to talk about their midfield. Along with Jordan Henderson, Ronaldo and James Milner, they were the driving force. They weren't silky, they're not clever, cute passes of the ball, they don't dribble with it. But they said they were the catalyst for everything that was good about Liverpool for me. They won the ball early, they won the ball high up the park, they just give it simple and quickly.
Is he the Belgian manager?
They've been fabulous. That threesome, go back a couple of years, are as good as anyone, and you would not want to play against them because they always got after you.
And as they turn the corner, the players to walk right in front of the Coppers, a taster of what they can expect next season. We're hoping the stadium will be full. 10,000 fans here. Alisson showing
today's game. Yeah, they got a slow start after 10 minutes. It was one-way traffic. They played with Crystal Palace's half for the rest of the game. 2 goals don't flatter. Manny looked lively and aggressive again, which is all come to used to with him. He's not been quite active.
Someone like Salah, Firmino dropping in the hole, there's always going to get opportunities, and fair play to Liverpool, they took it.
Oh, it's so good for the club because your next season now, everything changes. They'll be buzzing next year, the centre-backs are hopefully being fit pre-season. But I must comment on how well the 2 young lads have done, at the back. Matt Phillips, Reece Williams, difficult for him, but they come in and they actually end up doing a great job and have a clean sheet today. Ronaldo, I'm not sure what he's going to be doing next season. He's going to be a big miss if he leaves. He's been such a good player for them, but you know what? There'll be someone else out there that will have their eyes on getting another midfielder at some stage.
And how about that as a management performance from Jurgen Klopp to get them from where they were? They looked down and out, injuries galore, declining at this stage into the top 3. 3rd place for the first time since January.
That's why he's one of the greats. We've seen Pep Guardiola here, Jurgen Klopp, the best 2 managers in the world. They never were down. They stuck to it. He never once complained about the players or said it was their fault. He kept believing in his team, and they've ended up doing it. And he said, like, right now, I mean, top 4. Although last year you said they're going to finish 4th and they got celebrations, you would have gone, well, how can that be right? But considering what they've been through, considering all the pain and the heartache and the injuries, it's ended up being a really good season for them. And Champions League football again next year.
Liverpool into the Champions League, so too Chelsea, huge relief for them today, losing at Villa Park, but still making it into the top 4 after Leicester's home defeat against Spurs. Here's Thomas Tuchel now with Greg Whelan.
Thomas, congratulations on making the top 4. Is it fair to say you made hard work of it today?
True, it was our responsibility to lose today. We had enough chances, and performance was by far good enough to win the game. But yeah, didn't score and conceded 2 cheap goals, and so in the end it was even a defeat, and we are lucky to escape on today, but overall it was deserved.
You dominated the first half, didn't you? Did you go in there wondering why did you not have something to show for it?
Well, it's very clear why, because we don't hit the target, because we're not determined, last touch is not precise enough. We create so many opportunities, composure, last touch, precision. There's nothing to wonder. This was a very, very strong first half an hour in first half. The reaction was very, very good. Right after halftime, we have 2 big chances to score. In the end, they get a penalty, and then it's more or less, we create big chances. We have maybe handball on the line.
I think that's where I'm going to end my live. Thanks for joining me on this one. A 4-2 win against Leicester. I don't know how that happened, but I'll take it.
Well, we knew in the end that
pay ratings over the next few days, maybe tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. Yeah, thanks for watching. Speak to you guys soon.
You lost your captain, Aspilicueta, towards the end there through a red card. What were your thoughts on that?